Hey, it's Don, the Auction Professor. We've been on the road a lot lately. In the last 3 weeks, we've probably traveled 400 miles on the road back and forth to many different locations and areas. We've shot a lot of footage on haul and sourcing. So we have some sourcing videos as well as some close-ups on the actual items that we found. The items may not have been found in the same location. I've kind of mixed it up and centered on the items themselves. I'll talk a little bit about them. I'll show some close-ups. We'll tell you some of the prices that we should get out of them. These are all items you can look up yourself on eBay or on other sites. We don't just sell on eBay, so some of these items could be sold on other platforms for higher money, or they could be higher on eBay than other platforms. It just depends on the specific item, in all honesty. So let's hop over there right now and let's look at some items. So here we are with the skipper box that's shown in the video. I'm going to cut over to the screen and we're going to show you some really good close-ups here so you can see the clothing in detail. So here is the skipper box that I bought. They had 12 bucks on it. I paid 10. I talked them down to the condition of the box isn't great. I didn't want the box. I don't really care about the case that this is in. Skipper's Barbie's sister, as it says there. I think she came out in like 63. Now there's no dolls in here. That's why, again, I got it very cheap. What most people don't realize is the clothing itself can sell for good money. And I'm no problem buying clothing like this. The wife knows it very, very well. She collected dolls and still has some pricey ones. She has the Bob Mackie. She has porcelain, the whole works. As you can see on here, they have the original labels still on them. 1963 Skipper, excellent condition. Again, 10 bucks for the whole case. I'll probably get 15 or 20 bucks minimum on this piece right here. So again, I can't lose on something like this. Now there's some stuff in here that's not Barbie. 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 That looks like Barbie. That is probably a cut-up piece from some other piece of Barbie. Here's some more junk in there. I don't worry about that. This was also in here. I don't remember the name on this, and the wife couldn't either. But this one for sure is the quick change outfit for Skipper. All there, nice, excellent condition. This piece here should get me 25 bucks once it sells. Original, has the tag as it should. Excellent condition, nothing that I can see wrong with it. And it has the hanger for Skipper too. So a good 25 bucks on that one there. Now another thing that was in here, let me pull out this item here. Now this is from a specific set, this piece here. Now this is from the Lollapalooza set. I know there's a rock concert similar to that, but this is one of the original outfits from her as well that was titled that. Now this is missing a couple pieces. It has the belt, could use to be clean, which most of these items can be washed and you wouldn't know that they were dirty. They clean up just like any type of normal clothing, in all honesty. As long as you're safe, Woolite's usually pretty good on these. But these pieces right here, if this was complete, the set would go for 70, 75 bucks. I'll probably get 35 to 40 bucks on these pieces right here once they've been cleaned. The wife's great on cleaning these, so she will take care of that as well. Another piece that was in there has another little hanger with it. I believe it's actually the correct hanger. Now it's a hat and a velvet coat. Original again, has the label Skipper, 1963. It is missing a snap and a few buttons. Now, I keep those. The wife has a ton of ripped up and damaged clothing. We always keep them for the buttons and the snaps. So if we replace something, it's the original right items for the piece. So it's not a replacement piece. All the little buttons are the same, just like they are on the sweater. Sometimes they're in different colors, silver versus gold. So that's the only real difference on them. But again, these are really good pieces. This as a set, once we fix it up, and it'll only take, say, 5 minutes to fix this up, we'll probably get 15 bucks to 20 bucks on this set here with the hat and the outfit. Now there's other things in here like socks. Just these socks I might get $5 or $10, even as high as 15 or 20 if you get the right socks. So that adds up very quickly. There's a windbreaker of some sorts in here also. It is missing, well, maybe not, maybe not. It's hard to say. Sometimes they only have one snap. Again, if they need to be fixed, we can fix them. Stuff like this is 10 or 15 bucks. That's not actually Barbie. This is too damaged to hold a value, but I'll throw it in because sometimes people will take off the belt and use the belt, or they'll repair one that they have. Now, I wish this one was all there. It's a rattlesnake skin on it. This one would have been a good one here. There is a shirt in here also. So this one might be a few bucks too. There's 2 pairs of shoes. There's some belts in here. All told, if you add up all the pieces, including this from the Masquerade Ball set, and if I can clean this outfit up here, I could probably put a lot together with the box and sell these type of items here that I can't sell singly as a lot and still get, say, 15 bucks out of this. And even after I've pulled these pieces out and sold these separately, I'm still going to get money out of the box. Now, I've been told somebody repairs these, but I don't think that would ever be worth your time or effort. Either way, this was a good score for me, as you can see. Well, as you see, they do have some value to these items. The wife knows dolls very well. She collected Barbies. Skipper is part of the Barbie line. She collected Dawn dolls and many other lines too. So we've got it in on dolls also. It helps that we have a husband and wife team that can do the same kind of thing in different areas. So it's expanded the actual knowledge that we have. As you see, I bought these here. I spent $2 on this lot. It's a kitchen set, and let me open them up, and we're going to show you a close-up on what they are. These are marks. Now, in the video, you saw that there was many other types of bagged furniture. None of the other ones were marks. There's another company that does them. I wasn't going to mess with Renwall or any of the other versions of these for the $2 or $3 that the rest were. I don't know how well this is going to show, but if you look right, actually right there, that's the Marks logo. That's what you would expect to find on pretty much anything that if it's Marks. I got the whole kitchen set. Now, I've shown similar units like this before. I always sell these. These should net us around, say, $13, $14, somewhere in that range after fees and such forth. They should be a quick seller. I should sell these in, say, 3 or 4 weeks at the most. It's the whole kitchen set. It's got the refrigerator, the stove, cabinets, and then another sink. And there's actually 2 sinks here as well. So if it was a bigger house or something like that, again, $2. So anyway, good purchase on that one. we are with the next item. Now, I had to cut off the sound in all of these videos because there was loud music from a radio being broadcast in the stores across the board, almost everyone I went into, and I was hesitant to run that in the video here, but you can hear us talking if I was able to put that in there. This was found, again, at a thrift store. Now, hopefully you can see that. $2.99 is what the price was written on here, and it was half off on that day we were there. So this is a trench art piece, 1939. I am almost sure it's from Hungary, European country, obviously, during the war. It has a crown on it, and let me see if I can get you the right angle so you can see it a little better, too. Let me back up just a hair. Not only does it have a crown on it, but it has a 1939 for the date it was produced. This is a legit piece. It was hand-hammered to make this design, and it was scratched, engraved, bellowed out at the ends here to make a vase out of it. This is a typical item. This is a good deal just in brass. There's over 2 pounds of brass, and this brass is running around $3 a pound. So even if I just scrapped it, I would have made $4 or so on average after all said and done. So either way, good item. My son actually missed this. This is something he usually catches, but this one was a little trickier. It was in the back. He didn't quite see it. I look at every little tiny corner, crevice, or anything, any store or location we go. I don't hit a lot of thrift stores just because the pickings are slim. On this piece here, I would expect to sell this for around $40 to someone I know. Most of these items are collected by a ton of people. Usually these run from, say, $10 to $40 or $50, depending on the condition, the quality, the design work, and the whole aspect of it. I know somebody buys these straight out, so this is just going to be sold for around $35 to $40 would be my guess from other ones like this that I have sold. People say this stuff just doesn't turn up, but I get this kind of thing quite often. State sales are really good. Local live auctions are really good to find this as well. And as you see, I found one in a thrift store on a shelf, just sitting there, minding its own business. Very happy with this one here. A couple other items, too, that aren't in the video. I was asked to shut it off on many occasions. Many people were hesitant to have anybody filming in the store, and some of the chains that I go to obviously don't allow it. I talk about music boxes quite often. Here's just a few that I picked up on one single location, 50 cents a piece. They do not spin at the present. Everything looks to be there. I'm going to go into these in Patreon video. For those of you who are in Patreon, you're going to see how to fix these and bring these back to life. Sometimes pieces are broken and things like that. I buy multiples of these whenever I can find them. Sankyo also was present at that same one. Again, 50 cents for each one of these. You can see even missing a few parts. Again, I'm going to address this all in a Patreon video, so you're going to know how to fix these if you're in Patreon. That is one of the next ones for this coming up week. So as I've said before, these show up all the time. I can find a music box at least once a week, sometimes 10, 15 of them in the same week if I hunt hard enough. Garage sales they can show up at, but mostly estate sales and things along that line, or antique malls are really good places to find these. Usually if they're broken or don't have the boxes to them, they go for a lot less than you would expect. Now, these are Swiss or Japanese versions, and they should go very, very well. Some of these, just the boxes, can go for $70, $80, even more than that. If you check up top right now, I've got a link to the video that I discussed these on, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. These go very, very well. And the last item here, I spent $1.25, as you can see the price on it there. I'm not going to tell you what this is. Now, I ran a contest a few videos ago. I have a link to it right up here. Anybody that can name the item in that video that I'm talking about, I will send you something for free on the house, postage included. I have not had the correct answer yet. The answer has to be very specific. It has to be the exact item. So check that video out. It can't be any side note or anything similar to it. It has to be the item that it's from. The item shown is very specific. Again, you want something free, go back to that video. You want another chance, tell me what this is. There's one specific thing this was used for. I spent $1.25. This goes for probably around 50 bucks. I will show it to you closer. It is a box or a container of some sort. It is hand turned on an old style lathe. This thing probably is from the 1890s through the 1910-15 era. It's one specific thing on this. I have seen many of these. I have sold probably a half a dozen similar. Most of them aren't identical, but the shape and design and construction are. So if you know what this is, leave a comment down below on what it is. The first person who comments what this is correctly, this specific item, will be the winner. I will announce the winner's name. All you have to do then is send me through here an email with your information, and I will send you something out to the winner. Again, last contest, no one's answered it correctly. I figured someone might have seen it before. It is something specific. It is an antique item, obviously the last item, as is this one. They're both from the same time frame. So anyway, that's what I have for you. Well, there you go. Hopefully that gave you some ideas and some thoughts on this. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell a friend.